talking about dreadnought guitars, specifically square shoulder versus slope shoulder. Square shoulder is the classic Martin design, whereas slope shoulder is usually associated with a J-45 by Gibson. I have a D-18 here, D-18 standard. Dave has a J-45 custom. These guitars are both Sitka spruce top guitars with mahogany back and sides. So they are kind of the most comparable models between the two of them. Dave, just hear them off the bat. Like, what's like if I'll strum a big old C chord. I mean, what do you hear different?
So this one, I'm like, we're using the same picks too. We should say that.
Yeah.
This one is already just feels brighter, sounds brighter. That one seems a little bit darker to me.
There's definitely, I say what the kind of the consensus usually is that D-18 is boomier, which I would say is definitely true.
Yeah.
They feel louder, even if they're not necessarily a lot louder. They just like. I think really what it is the D-18 has a little bit more of a mid-scooped kind of thing. This is kind of the choice guitar among flat pickers, lead guitar, bluegrass players, huge in country music. J-45 is generally considered to be more of a strummer's guitar. That being said, I've seen plenty of flat pickers play J-45s. You definitely can do it.
Yeah.
I feel like the J-45 is a little bit more nuanced, and it's a little bit of more of like an acquired taste as opposed to D-18, especially if you are like a flat picker or something.
Right.
D-18 is just so satisfying when you strum it, and I love that in guitar, when you just strum it and you feel the guitar move. Like, it just, if you push harder, it will keep giving you more, and I love that, personally, in guitar. I also love the J-45. It just, when you first pick one up, this is the one I was immediately drawn to, but I really want a J-45. I do not have one.
I don't own one either. With that being said, this one's pretty sick looking.
It is. It's
all black.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not saying...
Isn't this the only... We have a one-off, don't we?
It's a limited edition. I think J-45 is probably a better choice if you're like a singer-songwriter or something.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing in a mix that doesn't have a ton of instruments in it, especially not a lot of string instruments. This one kind of cuts if you're in like a bluegrass band for sure. There's a lot of other mid-rangey instruments. This one has more of a high-end kind of detail to it. That one's more mid-rangey. It might kind of get lost in that. But if you're playing with like kind of a laid-back band, maybe an electric guitar, drums, bass, I think J-45 is kind of the way to go.
I think I'd agree, Tony. I think I'd agree.
Thank you for your contributions. You want to trade for a second? Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's got so much more high end to it.
Yeah.
You feel it. Yeah, this one definitely.
One of the other things is this one has a shorter scale length. Especially this custom model, the neck is made to feel like a Les Paul custom neck. It's pretty much what it is. If you're used to playing electric guitar, this probably does feel more natural.
This one actually feels better to me. Like the way this neck is, it's a thinner neck.
Yeah.
Just
You usually
like
play Fenders,
much-
don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, this one's more of a C. Not that one's much.
This one
bigger.
definitely has more like a vintage neck profile. It feels like an old Gibson, I wouldn't quite say baseball bat, but pretty big neck.
Yeah.
If you were singing over it, this one's probably a lot easier to sing over, especially if you're not a loud singer.
Yeah. It's really-
Nice.